Can we just start with the word wow? Can we just start today with the word wow? Wow, dude, it's speaking here. Can we just start here? Make sure the mic's doing weird stuff. It's peaking. I don't want it peaking like that. Okay, we just have to say wow. Today's episode, it's a wow. It's a wow episode. It just is. Today's episode is a wow episode. You're gonna be like, wow. My guess is at the end of today's episode, you will be like, wow, that was freaking good. That's what you're going to say at the end of today's episode. I know it's my show. I know that, I'm doing the thing and maybe I'm a little biased, but I'm just telling you, today's one of those wow episodes. Before we get into it, though, hey, for those of you that got hammered with all that snow, the last 24, 36 hours. I think Rhode Island got like 39 inches, something like that up there in Rhode Island. I know Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, all my friends up there in the Northeast. We've got a lot of dealerships that we do, that are members of our 800% club up there in the Northeast. So all of my friends that are getting hammered by the snow, stay warm, stay safe, but stay productive. All right? Stay warm, stay safe, stay productive. You've taken bigger hits before. Let's go. Shovel them driveways. Get after it. Good morning and welcome to the #1 morning show in America. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 9, author, speaker, and the founder of 800%.life. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Hey, good morning. How are you, my friend? This camera got moved. I think the cleaning people must have moved that camera. It's like I'm not in the middle. I should be right here, but this is where I got to function from. So it's putting me in a very bad spot on that camera. But hey, good morning. Do I see Josh Judy? I think I see Josh Judy up in here, which tells me he must be on to something because Josh Judy does not wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. He usually goes to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning. So if my boy Josh Judy is on here, he must be on to something. You better let me know what you're on to. Josh Judy he's one of them guys that be finding all the things, and then he'll tell you about it afterwards. He'll be like, man, I found the thing. That's actually not true. He's always trying to help other people. He's amazing. But we're usually late to the party because we don't move as fast as Josh Judy. That's the truth. But that's not how we're going to put it out there. We're going to put it out there like Josh Judy always be coming up and not helping anybody else. That's how we're going to paint the picture because it makes us feel better about ourselves. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Tuesday. That's right. Today is Tuesday, a.k.a. Taco Tuesday over here in the land of the Lundys. In the land of the Lundys, we have the honor and the privilege of eating tacos over at Grandma and Grandpa's house every Tuesday night. It's amazing. So today is Tuesday, a.k.a. Taco Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Hey, I know some of you are under a blanket of snow this morning. I know that you are, and we're cheering for you. We're cheering for you that you're going to push through. We're cheering for you that you're going to make today a productive day, that you're going to continue to move forward towards your dreams. Don't let 3 feet of snow keep you from going out and doing what it is you know you need to do today. Listen, we are in a new series here this week on the show. About every week we do a new series or so. And this series is different than anything that we've done before. Because what I decided to do this week is I decided that I was going to let AI take the wheel this week. That I was going to let AI take the wheel, and I was going to let AI, or not was going to, but I'm letting AI host the show this week. And here's what I mean by that. I shouldn't say that. I'm still the host, but AI is the director this week. AI is not really the producer. I'm producing, but AI is writing the scripts, and I'm delivering. And so basically all I told AI is I said, hey, I'm curious. Most human beings, we're all born with the same initial set of tools. 2 arms, 2 legs, a heart, a brain. We breathe oxygen, right? Pretty much all born the same, 2 arms, 2 legs. Scott Simon's just saying, no snow here in the South. 2 arms, 2 legs, a heart, a brain. We breathe oxygen. Most of us, that's the experience. That is the human experience. If you were to ask a child, how many legs does a human say? They're going to say 2, right? If you ask science, we all got 1 heart, 1 brain. So basically, we're all the same. Now, different skin colors, different height, different weight, different culture, different language, trillion things that, you can put together in different ways. And that's the interesting anomaly, right? The interesting anomaly is even though we're all starting with 2 arms, 2 legs, a heart, a mind, breathing oxygen, even though we're all starting the same, the end result is infinitely unique, infinitely different. Different levels of impact, different levels of success, right? And so it's interesting. How can you have all these people with the same starting point, but so many different outcomes? So that's what I plugged into AI. I'm like, yo, AI, I want your perspective, because we're always looking at this from a human perspective because we're human. You can't look at humans from an outside perspective as a human. You just can't. You're biased. You look at it as a human. So I asked the AI, I want your perspective. I want you to explain to us from your non-human view. I want you to explain to us how it is we all have the same 2 arms, same 2 legs. We all have got a heart that beats in our chest. We've all got a brain that floats around in our head. We're all breathing oxygen, and the results are different. And what's coming out of this is incredible. Yesterday's show, impactful, strong, on point. Today's show, well, let me give it to you. You're about to see. Before we go in too far, though, you know what we got to do. No, we got to speed it up. Yeah, let's go. You know what we got to do? We got to get our bodies in motion. Let's go. An object in motion stays in motion. An object at rest stays at rest. So we got to do some dancing on this show. That's right. We got to do some dancing. We got to get these bodies in motion. If you are on a run right now, I need you to pick it up. Pick up the pace. Just pick up the pace for the next 1 minute and 20 seconds. All right? Pick up the pace. If you're at the office, just start doing some dancing, some chair dancing. Wherever you're at in your cubicle, maybe you're in India, maybe you're in Dubai, maybe you're over in London, maybe you're somewhere where it's 10 o'clock in the morning, it's noon, whatever. Let's go. Maybe you got your kids in the car. You're on the way to school. Maybe you're out there shoveling snow right now. Let's go. Whatever it's doing, just do some dancing, dude. Everything's better with a little bit of dancing. I'm just telling you. And if you're laying your butt in bed, get out. Get your rear end out of the bed. I said it. All right? This is also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. All right, Arlene? Hit that share button. All right, Almir? Hit that share button. Because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you, yes, you, to hit that share button. Last but not least, This is the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching this show live or you're watching this show on replay, say what's up, and I will say what's up back, all right? Say what's up, and I will say what's up back. So let's do that. Let's do just that, as a matter of fact. Good morning, Jeremy Nolling. Great to see you this morning. Thank you for being here, sir. Greg Becker is in the building. Good morning, Greg Becker. Thank you for being here. Robin Welshans is up in here. Good morning, Robin. Thanks for being here today. Is that loud enough? Seems like that music might be too loud. Can you? Yeah, you should be able to hear me over there. There we go. I'll just turn it up. Turn it up in just a little bit. We've got Sean Weatherby in the building. Thanks for being here, Sean Weatherby. Wendy Reeves. Good morning, Wendy Reeves. Patricia Frudenberg. Good morning, Patricia. Christina Howard. Good morning. Valerie Stone. Good morning. Mike Larkin. Good morning. Dancing in my shovel positions. Let's go. Trisha Rue. Good morning to you. Jake Harris. Thanks for being here. Spencer Nicholson. Good morning to Spencer Nicholson. We've got Renee Hayes. Tiffany Ann. We've got Scott Holbert. Good morning, Scott Holbert. How you doing, William Bush? Thanks for being here. Malika Starr Carey in the building. All my folks over there in Breakfast with Champions on Clubhouse. Thank you all so much for being here this morning. I greatly appreciate it. Robert Migliaccio is in the building. What's up, Robert Migliaccio? Wendy Reeves is up in here. Pastor Jeff is in the building. Scott Flansburgh, the human calculator, the guy that absolutely transformed my life by living out his visions and his dreams. He is here. This guy changed my life when I was 10 years old and just completely sent me on a different trajectory. Thank you, sir. Maria Michelle is in the building. Valerie Stone is in the building. Michael Barrick in the building. Bill Harrison in the building. My boy Jamal McCoy is in the building. Tony Thorstad, what up? Charles Smith, what up? If you're new here, welcome. We get a little wild, we get a little loud, we get a little crazy. This is the home of motivation, education, inspiration. That's what we do. My name's Glenn Lundy, husband to one, father to 9, and I'm your friend. I'll tell you that. You'll hear me when you hang around here often, you're here. My name's Glenn, and I'm your friend. What's up, Fidel Hernandez? And the reason I have to remind you that I'm your friend is sometimes on this show, you get punched in the gut. I won't punch you in the face, but I might punch you in the gut. That's just the truth. Because that's what good friends do. You see, I tell people all the time, you lie to your friends, and I'll lie to my friends. But let's not lie to each other. Let's not lie to each other. Sometimes we just have to tell each other the truth. We are in this amazing series and that AI has written. It was written by AI. And today, for some of you, it might be a gut punch. So just keep in mind, my name is Glenn, and I'm your friend. All right, let's just go over here real quick. And right here, ChatGPT. Obviously, we've got our chat, boom, 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 and morning show planning. This is it. This is going to be episode 1 and written by AI. Let's see how it goes. All right, yesterday we talked about how belief builds worlds, that you have to have a belief. Otherwise, you ain't going to get off the couch, ain't nothing going to happen. So yesterday we talked about belief, right? We talked about same arms, same legs, different outcomes. Today we're going to talk about the vehicle that you are driving towards those beliefs. Because here is something nobody really likes to admit. You cannot carry a massive vision in a weak container. Your dream, the vision that you have for yourself and for the future, your dream requires a body that can sustain the dream. So I asked AI to take a look at this anomaly of everyone being born with 2 arms, 2 legs, a heart, a head, and breathing oxygen, and all these different results. And so AI wrote today's show, and what AI found is pretty fascinating. You see, when AI analyzes high performers across industries, one pattern shows up again and again and again. And that pattern is simply that they train. They train their bodies. Not when they feel like it. They train because they've decided to. What's unique about those that have reached super high levels of success is discipline is not emotional. It is mechanical. 2 arms, 2 legs. But what are you doing with yours? Let's talk about a man who weaponized his body. There's a guy named David Goggins, and his story is pretty powerful.
My idea to become a Navy SEAL was me on my couch at 297 pounds with a box of mini donuts and a chocolate milkshake. It wasn't like it was like some eureka moment. Over a period of time of just living in my own head, I got sick of being haunted by being nobody. I was in the Air Force for about 4 years, and my big thing was I wanted to be Air Force pararescueman, some of the best medics on the planet Earth. As I got in the program, I started realizing that they had this thing called water confidence. Basically, they make you very uncomfortable underwater. So I realized at that point in time that I hated being underwater. I hated holding my breath. For 6 weeks, I hung in the program. I didn't sleep at all for fear of going back to the pool, for fear of drowning in my head. About 6 weeks in, we have this physical, and they realize I have sickle cell trait. Back in the day, I used to lie about whatever made me feel insecure. On my official paperwork out of pararescue training, it has David Goggins left on a medical. But the truth of the matter is, I left because I quit. I had to find a different job in the Air Force. In 4 years being in the Air Force, I gained 125 pounds. I get out of the Air Force, and I'm working for a job spraying for cockroaches. 40 restaurants I was in charge of. I go in there at nighttime and I spray. I would stop at Steak and Shake, get a large chocolate milkshake. I would go across the street to 7-Eleven, get a box of mini donuts. On my way home, I'd be popping donuts like Tic Tacs. I would get home, turn the TV on. This is my routine. Start taking a shower and listen to the TV as I'm showering. This particular day, I started hearing Navy SEALs, toughest training. And I was hearing it cut out between the water hitting my ears. So I came out of the shower. At the end of the show, this commanding officer gives a speech. He says, "We live in a society where mediocrity is often rewarded. These 22 men detest mediocrity." I invented this thing called the accountability mirror when I was growing up. And I got a chance to go into that mirror and look at myself and call myself out. I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that. Being raw and real about who I am and about what I'm hiding from. And so to overcome all this, my bright idea was to try to become the one thing I was afraid of, a Navy SEAL. That day, I started calling recruiters up. And for 2 weeks, this happened. This recruiter laughed at me, that recruiter laughed at me, this recruiter said, "There's no way." And every time I heard a no, I said, "No, it's not meant to be." So I get back in my car and start driving back to work. And after I'd be at work for a few hours, man, I said, "Man, you can't give up that easy." So finally I said, "This is my last call I'm gonna make." He was real busy. He said, "Just come on in." People don't walk in the office trying to be a Navy SEAL weighing 297 pounds. You walk in looking the way I look now. So he brought me back to a scale, and I remember looking in front of me was a height weight chart. For me, I'm 6'1". I could only weigh 191. I had to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months. So I went on this crazy routine and eating hardly nothing. And in less than 3 months, I lost 106 pounds. I'm the only person in Navy SEAL history to be in 3 Hell Weeks in 1 year. Hell Week is 130 hours of continuous training. I got into Hell Week, got double pneumonia, stress fractures, got rolled back to day 1, week 1. I broke my kneecap. So I reported back to day 1 of Navy SEAL training broken. And we had a guy die in my 3rd Hell Week. So Hell Week ended about 30 hours early. I have severe stress fractures. My knee is now blown up again. I knew I wasn't gonna get a chance to go back through Hell Week again. I made a decision to myself, there's no more quitting. So that's when I went and got duct tape. For the first 45 minutes, the duct tape hurt like hell. But after 45 minutes, my legs would go numb. Once stuff goes numb, you can't feel it. So that's how I went through the rest of 22 more weeks of Navy SEAL training. I was already at rock bottom my whole life. So when you know how rock bottom feels, you don't mind sleeping in the sewer. So at that point, once I realized that I already experienced the bottom, I no longer had fear of failure. But this took a long time. It's one like I woke up and, oh, eureka, I got it. And I started realizing that the mind is the most powerful weapon that we have. Once I was able to quiet my mind and realize that I was really not cursed, but blessed to have so many tools that I never saw as tools. While growing up, so much hardship. Only thing that can happen for me now is this victory.
He was 300 pounds, spraying for cockroaches. He was depressed. He was abused as a kid. He had a learning disability. He dealt with racist trauma. But he had the same 2 arms and the same 2 legs as me and you. One day he looks in the mirror and he says, "This is not who I am." He loses over 100 pounds in 3 months to qualify for Navy SEAL training. 3 months, 100 pounds. Then he goes through SEAL training 3 times. Later in life, he becomes an ultra marathoner. He runs 100-mile races. He can have broken feet, and the guy just keeps on running. But here's the point. The whole point is, and he now has a best-selling global massive book and business. But here's the point. He did not change his DNA. He did not change his DNA. He did not change his DNA. He changed his standards. The analysis of the human condition shows something interesting. High performers often redefine pain. They stop asking, how do I avoid discomfort? And they start asking, how do I expand my capacity? Your body is not a decoration. Your body is the infrastructure for everything you are looking to achieve. Now let's rewind history. We're going to go back in time and introduce ourselves to an amazing woman named Wilma Rudolph.
Wilma Rudolph was one of America's first major national superstars in track.
Wilma Rudolph was born on June 23, 1940 in Tennessee, the 20th of 22 children. At age 4, she contracted polio. Her doctors said she would never walk again. But with physical therapy, leg braces, and true grit, Wilma Rudolph was walking by age 12.
During her high school years, Wilma Rudolph was a great basketball player, and Ed Temple from Tennessee State University saw her, and he saw a lot of potential, not only in basketball, but also in track. He had her work out with the college track team in the summers.
At age 16, Wilma Rudolph won a bronze medal in the 1956 Melbourne Olympic Games for the 4x100 relay. Returning to the U.S., she attended Tennessee State University on a scholarship, where Ed Temple continued her training. 4 years later in the Rome Olympics, along with Wilma, almost the entire U.S. track team consisted of Ed Temple's runners.
She was phenomenal in the 1960 games in Rome. The 2 sprint events she won in blowouts, and she anchored the relay team that had a come from behind victory to win gold as well.
Wilma Rudolph was the first American woman to win 3 gold medals in a single Olympics. She became an overnight sensation.
Wilma Rudolph returned home from the Rome Olympics to a hero's welcome. When she learned that her ticker tape parade was to be segregated, she refused to attend and forced a change.
Wilma Rudolph Day was the first integrated event in municipal history in the city of Clarksville, Tennessee.
Wilma Rudolph was only 22 years old when she retired from competitive sports in 1962.
She decided to go back to Tennessee State University, and she got her degree in teaching, and she became a teacher.
Rudolph would go on to coach track at Indiana's DePaul University, serve as a goodwill ambassador to French West Africa, and raise a family of 4 children.
Wilma Rudolph was inducted into the Black Athletes Hall of Fame in 1973, the National Track Hall of Fame in 1974, and she wrote her own autobiography titled Wilma, which was turned into a TV movie in 1977 called Wilma.
Wilma Rudolph died of brain cancer at the age of 54 on November 12, 1994, in Nashville, Tennessee.
2 arms, 2 legs, a heart, a brain, breathing oxygen, born premature, sickly, polio as a child. Doctors said she would never walk without braces. Never mind run, never mind sprint, never mind become the fastest woman in the world. Same 2 legs, 1 weakened by illness, but her mother refused to accept the prediction. The braces came off, the training began, and in 1960 she won 3 gold medals at the Olympics. Let me say that again. A girl once told she would never walk became the fastest woman on earth. Same hardware, different decision. Now let's talk about you. Yeah, you and me. My name's Glenn and I'm your friend. Now let's talk about you. You want to build something big. Well, in order to build something big, your energy has to last. You want to lead people? Well, in order to lead people, your stamina matters. You want to scale? Well, in order to scale, you have to have the ability to recover. Your recovery matters. You see, we live in a world where people want 6-figure incomes with $6 discipline. They want impact with no intensity. They want influence with no endurance. But here's the truth. This is the truth of the matter. The body that you're building right now is the container for your future. AI can optimize strategy. AI can automate tasks, but AI cannot do your push-ups. AI cannot go for your run. AI cannot regulate your nervous system. 2 arms, 2 legs. Are they trained? Or are they tired from scrolling? I have never seen the chat this quiet on this show before. Are they trained or are they tired from scrolling? Listen, and again, AI wrote all this, just a reminder to everybody in this building. This is what AI sees of the human condition from the outside. That line right there is strong. AI cannot do your push-ups. Like, that's strong. So listen, here's what AI sees when analyzing success patterns. Talent varies across the board. Discipline scales across the board. Natural ability of people is uneven. However, the ability to do things daily is available to everyone. You may not be able to control your starting point, but you absolutely can control your effort. Same hardware, different usage. So today's challenge is a simple one. You need to move. You need to train. You need to sweat. You need to do something uncomfortable. Not because you feel like it, but because the future version of you requires it. You see, belief builds worlds, but it's the bodies that carry them. 2 arms, 2 legs, infinite outcomes. My name is Glenn, and I'm your friend. Go train. Go train. See, you have to understand, I absolutely stinking love you. I do. I absolutely stinking love you. If nobody's told you that today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. And it is out of love that I am telling you, go train. Ladies and gentlemen, that's today's episode of #Rise and Grind. I'll be back again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. For now, I'm going to head over to Clubhouse, the Clubhouse app. There's a room called Breakfast with Champions. We'll go over there and we'll discuss things from the show. People will ask questions. We'll do a little Q&A. What came up for you, that type of thing. It's like the commentary after the show. Plus, they're there even before my show for those of you in different parts of the world that have different times or so on and so forth. But anyways, I'm going to head over there as I'm heading over to the gym so that I myself can do my training for today. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace.